Like a bit like Charlie.
Yeah.
Clive has arrived. If I stay at this angle, we can all pretend his face is still the phi sign.
But he is a fire.
Phi, as in Clive Philip Davidson.
Ah.
Phi Philip. Maths, no.
Whenever you do, don't take any film of his face.
Yeah. Because
Bad things will happen.
it will destroy the camera.
Yeah, so Barry's getting his camera
And
out
pretty
now.
much everything else within a 6-mile radius.
Clive has not had a cup of tea since 10 in the morning. This is just unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
This is my shocked face.
DFTBA in Greek letters. Only you, Clive.
I would have gone looking for Alaska and Will Grayson.
Nerdfighting cookies. That is just awesome. Are you responsible for this?
No, it's Clive.
Clive has bought Nerdfighter cookies. What a guy. This place is filling up fast, but there are still some seats left. I hope those that booked but didn't turn up will relinquish their seats to people like our friend Nikki, who did actually book a seat but was turned away. Oh, there's Lex over there again.
That wasn't where I was raising up.
I know.
I just
There's also Rosianna somewhere, I think.
I don't think she's in. I haven't seen her come in.
Perhaps not yet.
I mean, I assume she's eventually.
Yeah, that's something I feel I should mention here. The people at Waterstones were a little bit lax with their booking system, because Nikki, our friend, did book a ticket to go to this John Green event, but she was turned away. She was said her name wasn't on the list. So we felt very, very sorry for her, obviously. I mean, she'd come all that way. She'd come from Newcastle to be there, and she was just turned away. We were pretty pissed off. But having said that, the gig was absolutely packed to capacity when we got in there. And there was a slight silver lining at the end, at least, in that Nikki did get to come up afterwards and get her book signed. But really, I feel Waterstones let a few people down.
I don't play this, so I can't lose it. But good try. I do want you to say good morning to my brother Hank, if you can. When you say it's going to be Monday. I know it's not Monday now, but it will be in the fullness of time. If you can just say good morning, Hank, it's Monday on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Hank. It's Monday.
You guys have a very funny way of saying Hank. Thank you.
Okay, now I did record all of the talk he gave about paper towns, but I'm not actually going to put it up. Basically because I know there's going to be a far superior version of it up on Steve's channel, Footy Nut Guy, which I will leave a link to below. And seriously, you don't want 40 minutes of footage of me just essentially doing this, because it's at the end of my arm, because that's the only way I could actually see anything. So we're going to move straight on to the next thing. We're stood in line waiting to get our books signed by John Green.
We are, it's true. What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
Well, they're sitting here watching it, hopefully.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I hope this is entertaining.
And then
His chat was sort of 40 minutes long. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with that, but we'll see. Well, I feel I've answered the question of what I'm going to do with the 40-minute chat. I'm just going to essentially say, go over to Steve's channel, because he'll have got it all down. And I didn't actually film my meeting of John Green, as did Barry Aldridge, but like he did say in the chat, that it was probably best that we took what little time we had to have a conversation with each other. It was probably more important for us to have some sort of two-way communication in the little bit of time we had, in order that we perhaps somehow had a meaningful discourse rather than just have a bit of shaky footage that won't mean anything in 20 years' time. Okay, I just got my book signed, but more importantly, I tried to give John a Guide to Nerdfighting card, and he said, yes, I just got one, and I was on the phone to Hank at about 3 o'clock UK time last night saying we really do have to find a way to facilitate what these people are doing, which, for me, is an epic win.
That is unnatural. She solved the Rubik's Cube too fast.
What took you so long?
We have differing opinions on this.
That is witchcraft. We shall burn you.
No, it's spatial awareness.
No, you don't burn witches, you drown them.
Okay, so after I'd got my book signed, me, Stephen and Becca went off to try and shoot some of the Nerdfighting movie, which we did at, well, just in front of the London Eye, and that went well, although we got rained on pretty damn heavily. And where we pick up the story again is when we're trying to get to Ice Father Nation and not having a lot of luck. Trying to get to Ice Father Nation. The gig's all going on without us. We did, after a tremendous amount of faffing around, get to Ice Father Nation, and I think we're going to be picking the story back up when we're in the line there. And as you probably know by now, if you're watching this, the Ice Father Nation were expecting between 200 and 400 people to arrive for the John Green gig, and over 1,000 turned up, and we were late. So we were near the back of the line, but the line kept growing and growing and growing. In the line at Ice Father Nation, finally. I think I can see Charlie up there. Edge, that is. But I'm not sure. We shall see. We're here at least. I kept thinking, there's a girl with blue hair up there. I wonder if that's Charlie. I can't quite see. I'm given to believe it's extremely crowded in there, and judging by this, I'd say that's probably right. It was tremendously packed in there. Like, what you've seen thus far is just the main corridor after you walk in through the front door, and then there was double doors to another area there, which was again packed out with people queuing, and I didn't even get downstairs the entire time I was there, so God knows how many people were actually packed in downstairs. Still at Ice Father Nation, still in the queue. Just saw Master Tom walk past. I'll give you another crowd shot. It became increasingly apparent as time went on that it was very unlikely that we were actually going to make it downstairs, and we were hoping we wouldn't end up being turned away. But then John Green came up from downstairs and jumped onto what I think is just a handy box and filmed the entire crowd and announced to us what would be happening, as there were far too many people.
over that noise, it'll be the same as it is downstairs without mics. So we're going to work it out. We're going to do the best we can. And I'm really sorry that there's so many people here, but I'm going to go back and find out what's going on back here.